So recently we've been getting a lot of questions about merge templates and specifically how to create merge templates using Adobe PDF. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off here in Microsoft Word because that's what a lot of templates start from. A lot of you guys are very used to using Microsoft Word to kind of create your merge templates, and that's pretty easy. But it gets a little bit more involved when you want to create a PDF, but it's still not very hard. I'm starting off here in Microsoft Word, and you can see I have my very simple request for information template showing up. I have an RFI number, a subject, a question, a response, a mark complete area, an answer by, and a date field. It's a pretty simple template. I have my logo up here, but it all looks pretty good. You'll notice that for the subject, question, and answer, even my answer by and date, I do have some lines or some boxes showing up for those fields. And that'll actually be useful when I'm actually converting this to Adobe PDF. But you will also notice that I don't have anything for RFI number and I don't have anything for mark complete. So just in case you forget something on your Word document or a document that you're converting to PDF, I'll show you how to add in those fields. So I've saved this to my desktop. I'm just going to save it one more time just to make sure. So I'm going to click Save, and that's good. That thing lives on my desktop. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open up Acrobat Pro. Okay, and this is just the application I have on my desktop here or on my machine. You guys might have Acrobat Standard or some other program such as maybe Nitro Pro, or I think there's a couple other different types of Adobe Writer type programs that you might have. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start off by creating a PDF. I have this thing in Word. I'm going to convert that to a PDF. So it's going to say convert anything. I'm going to say I'm going to select a file. I'm going to scroll down here to my Microsoft Word document, request for information PDF, upload that thing, and then I can see that's, from the little preview here, that's what I want. If I say create right now, I think I'm going to get an error because I do have this thing open. So I'm going to open this Word document up and just click the X to close it out, and then create or click the create button. It's going to convert my Microsoft Word document into PDF. And then when it's done, it's going to show me that PDF here. Okay, that all looks pretty good. From here, I just need to make this thing or prepare this to be an editable form. So I'm going to click this prepare form. I could also go to tools and say prepare form in this little area here. So I'm going to do that just to say prepare form. It's going to say which form would you like to prepare. I'm going to say the one that I'm working on, the request for information template, and then I'll just say start. Here I'm getting a little message that it says I need to save it, so I will just say click Save. Request for information template PDF, that looks good, and I will create that thing. You can see now that since I've prepared this PDF, it automatically is giving me these blue squares where it's allowing me to put information into. Okay, so this is kind of like a text area that I could actually type into. I'm not going to type into this though. I want to actually have this be a merge information from my ProjectTeam form. So for now, on this PDF, this looks pretty good. I'm done. Okay, this is good for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to ProjectTeam, and I'm going to look at this request for information, rebar, splice to detail form. Okay, I have a bunch of fields showing up on the form. I also see that I have some activity, some attachments, etc. showing up. But really what I'm interested in is this field stuff. So I'm going to click over to, well, actually first, before I click over to create the merge template, it's going to be available on every form that you'll have this access to merge information to a template. Right now, if I were to open this up, I don't have the correct template in here, so I'm not going to do that, but I will show you how to create the template. I'm going to click on the More button. It's going to give me a list of forms that I have access to. I'm going to scroll down here and find this merge templates. You might have other form types depending on what you've been working on or the different forms on your project. But for now, this is good. I'm going to click on the merge template link. It opens up a merge template log, and I can see I don't have any merge templates yet. I'm going to say that I want to add a new one by clicking this Add New button. And here's going to be my RFI template, and I'm just going to say parentheses PDF. The next field is going to say which form type would you like to use to kind of get the fields. I'm going to scroll down to request for information because I'm building this RFI template. it will be useful, or it would be useful to create one of these for every different document type if you want to, a submittal, transmittal, a field report, things like that. But for now, I'm just interested in this RFI. So I'm going to say that's good. Go to step 2. On step 2, I can see I have a lot of fields that show up that are consistent with my actual RFI, but these are all the merged fields. For something simple like a subject, if I go back to my Adobe or my PDF view here, I can see I have a subject, a question, and answer, RFI number. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the subject. So I'm going to go over to ProjectTeam, and I'm going to click Copy from the subject field. It's going to show that it got copied. And I'm going to go over to PDF. I'm actually going to double-click on this subject field, and it's going to bring up this text field properties little box. All I'm going to do is paste the code into the name. So I have $ProjectTeam_1 in the name of this text field, which is my subject field, and I'm going to leave the tooltip as subject. Because I'm merging this to PDF, I don't want anybody to be able to edit that, so I'm actually going to go in here and say that this thing is read-only. Now I'm going to go to the appearance. By default, I think it's going to give me an auto field font size, but I'm going to make that 12 just so it shows up consistently on my other fields, because I'll do the same thing on my other fields. Helvetica font, that's fine. And then I'm going to say options. I'm going to say align left, that's good. And then I'm going to allow for multi-line. Typically, I don't think it will go over to a multi-line, but for now I'm going to say it will allow that just in case. And I'm going to say close. I'm done with my subject field. I'm going to scroll down and do the 2 next, which is going to be the question and then the answer or response. So same thing, I'm going to click into question, click over back to the general tab, which is going to show me my name and tooltip, go back to ProjectTeam, copy the question, and just paste that into the name field. Again, I'm going to say read only. Appearance is going to be 12. Text color, Helvetica, that's all the same. Options, left, multi-line, yes. And then I'm also going to allow for this one, rich text formatting. I don't think I'm going to need that for the example I have here, but just in case, I will click that box to allow it. Then I'm going to say close. Finally, I'm going to go to the response, and this is going to be the answer. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click on answer. And then it's going to say response here. I'm going to just paste in that. This is kind of showing you that even though on the form it's called answer and on your template it's called response, it doesn't really matter. All the system is going to look for is that code. So that $ProjectTeam_3. Again, I'm going to say read only. Appearance is going to be 12 for the font size. And then options left, multi-line, and rich text again. So that's good. Now I've created all these very simple fields that came out of the box because I converted this thing from a Word document to a PDF. I have an RFI number here showing up that doesn't have any box on it, so I'm not really sure what to do here yet. And I'll scroll down. I also see a mark complete. I don't know what to do here yet, but I'll just finish out the simple ones that do give me these blue boxes that came from Microsoft Word. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double click in this answer by. It's the same thing that we just did. So I'm going to click into ProjectTeam, find the answer by field. And some of these might be custom fields. It's very easy to create custom fields in ProjectTeam. I think there should be other videos that show you how to do that. But for now, I have all the fields that I need. So I copied that answer by. I'll do it again. Go over to PDF. I'm going to say that this is going to be answer by. For whatever reason, I think because this is just an underline, it wasn't actually a box associated with this field. It gave me a tooltip of undefined, but I'm going to change that. I'm going to say answer by. Okay, it might be answered by, but we'll just have answer by there. I'm going to say read only. The appearance is going to be, again, 12. Options, that's good. I'm going to say multi-line just in case, and close that. Finally, I have my last field here, which is my date. So I'm going to double click that. Go to ProjectTeam, say my answer date, click the PDF, paste that in here, and I'm just going to call this thing answer date. Okay, that's good. Read only. Appearance, I'm going to say 12, and then options left, multi-line, good. Now I've gone in and I've added all the merge codes to the fields that came with the conversion of Word to PDF, and I only have 2 fields left. I have the RFI number and I have the mark complete. Mark complete is actually going to be a checkbox. I want it to show up as a checkbox at least. That's going to give me like an on or off value. And then my RFI number is just a text string that's going to be some numbers in there. So at the top of my screen, I have different field types that I can add to this editable PDF. You might have it in a different area depending on the version of Adobe Acrobat or whatever program you're using. But for now, it's on the top here, so I'm just going to click that I want to add a text field. And once I do, I get this floating little text area field. I'm just going to pop that right into the RFI number here. It's going to say text1, give me a field name. I don't really care for that right now, so I'm going to actually double click on that and get back to the screen that I'm kind of used to. Here it's going to say name, so just like I was before, I'm going to say the RFI number. I'm going to paste that right into the name field. The tooltip, I can say this is going to be RFI number. It's going to be read-only, again, just like I did before. So this time, since it's custom, I think it's defaulting to what I used last. So it's 12, font size, Helvetica black, options, left, and multi-line, and that's good. So now I've just added a custom field to this merge template, and it's showing up, and it's going to exist alongside all my other fields that came out of the box. I can see that by default it's not very big. If I had a really, really large number, it might cut it off or something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grow this to the same size as my other fields so it kind of shows up consistently for me. That's good. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and now I have this last field here, which is mark complete. Again, I could put in a simple text box, especially for my ProjectTeam example. I have something called complete, and I have two options in a pick list. I could have done that in a checkbox, but I tried to make it a different example here, so I'm actually going to use a pick list, which has two values in it. The first one says yes dash complete. The second one says no dash not complete. That shows up on my form in that way, but on my template, I want it to just show a checkbox, yes or no, or checked or not checked. So I'm going to go up here, and I see I have different options. The one I'm going to click on this time is this checkbox, so I'm going to click on that, and then just drag that right underneath this area, and I'm going to click there to place it. Here it's going to say checkbox 2. I'm going to open this thing up. It's going to ask for the name. We'll go back to ProjectTeam. We'll go all the way down, and I see this complete field. I'm just going to copy that thing, go to PDF, and paste that in here. And the tooltip is going to say complete. I'm going to say read only, yes, appearance, black, auto. It's going to give me a font size of Adobe Pi, and that's just going to be because it's a symbol. I actually want it to show up as a checkbox, and by default it's going to show up that way. And the the font size is auto. I could change it if I want to, but for now I'm just going to say auto, so it fits to the box really nicely. And I think Adobe does that for you. Next, I'm going to go to options. It's going to say which style would you like. I'm going to say it's going to be a checkbox. I could say it's a radio button or a circle, a diamond, a square, a star, whatever. But I'm going to say checkbox for now. And then it's going to say the export value. The export value is the value, if you want it to be checked, which value would it be coming through to the system that's going to match that to be checked. So for checked, I told you that it was going to be yes, and it's also going to say complete. So in the system, I have a pick list with an option yes complete or no not complete. For checked, I wanted to say yes complete. So I'm going to say checked, yes complete in the export value, and then close that. Now I think I'm done with my PDF here. So all I need to do is go to File, say Save As. I'm going to put it on my desktop. RFI template, I'm going to say save that, override what I had before, and that's good. Now I've just completed my PDF template. I'm going to go down to Chrome. I'm going to go to step 3 here in my ProjectTeam. So I'm going to say step 3, upload, and it's going to find a template that I had before. So I'm going to find this request for information template PDF and open that. It'll show you what you've selected. If I did that wrong, I could upload something else, but that's exactly what I want, so I'm going to say finish. Once I do that, it's going to take a couple seconds, and then it'll create that template, and I see I have a new screen here, and I can see all the versions of my template. If I want to change the tags, I can say get tags or upload new versions, but that's good for now. This is a PDF template. Now I can go over to my request for information. I see my RFI log. I'm going to actually just click into this first one here, or let's do the second one because there's a little bit more data. So I'm going to say this deck support. I see I have a subject, a question and answer, answer by, answer date, and then a complete field. There's nothing in there right now, so I'm actually going to go in there and edit it. I'm going to say edit. Answer by, I'm going to say Josh Whitmer. The answer date was today's date. And then I'm going to go down and say complete, and I'm going to say yes, complete. So here you can see this is the exact value that I'm matching on my Adobe PDF, which is yes dash complete. And save that. Now I have my form all ready. This looks really good to me, so I'm ready to merge it out and maybe put it into a binder or send it off through email or something like that. So I'm just going to click on this little ellipses drop down and say merge it to a template. It's going to show me all the different templates I have set up for this form type, which is my request for information. I'm going to say click this for this one. It's my only one, so it's easy decision. I'm going to say merge. It's going to take a couple seconds here to merge the information from the system to the actual document. So I'm just going to say refresh there, and now I have that showing up. What I want to do is I just want to download this and check it out. So I've downloaded. It's showing up on the bottom here, so I'm going to open this thing up and look at that. Now I have my request for information, and it's giving me number 10, deck support. It gives me the question in there, the response. I do have a mark complete checkbox, so it's matching on that complete field that I had. And then it shows my answer by and the date. Maybe it's a little bit weird with the alignment here, but you can kind of mess around with that. The main point is I got all that information into my PDF here, and I'm ready to go. Well, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions about anything with ProjectTeam, feel free to give us a call at 703-961-1007, or you can contact support at projectteam.com. Thank you.